Vesper Asteroid. They call me Asteroid, though my given name is Vesper Void. It's a nickname earned, not given, a nod to my uncanny ability to navigate the asteroid fields of the Kepler 186f system. For years, my life has been a quiet rhythm of plotted courses, engine hums, and the endless, stardusted black. I pilot the Stardust Drifter, a freighter hauling lumina crystals, the lifeblood of the outer colonies between stations. It's sufficient. But I dream of more than sufficient. I pore over ancient star charts, whispers of a nebula called the Mirror Ocean, a place said to reflect not light, but possibilities. My grandfather, a renowned explorer before he disappeared, believed it held the key to faster-than-light travel. Everyone dismissed it as legend. But I feel it, a pull, a resonance. Then came the transmission, a coded distress signal from the research vessel Althea, lost near the very edge of the Mirror Ocean. They weren't hauling lumina. They were searching for something else, something my grandfather spoke of. The Stardust Drifter is not a rescue vessel. It's a freighter. But the signal, it felt like a summons. I rerouted, pushing the drifter beyond established trade routes, into uncharted space. The journey was brutal. Solar flares, rogue debris, and the creeping dread of the unknown. I spent days decoding fragments of the Althea's logs, piecing together their mission. They weren't looking in the Mirror Ocean, they were trying to enter it. Their lead scientist, Dr. Aris Thorne, believed the nebula wasn't a place, but a gateway. A gateway to elsewhere. I encountered resistance. A shadowy corporation, Novitech, began jamming my comms, sending veiled threats. They clearly wanted the Althea, and whatever it had found, silenced. I evaded their patrols, using my knowledge of the asteroid fields to my advantage, realizing this wasn't just a rescue mission anymore. It was a race against time, and against a power that would stop at nothing to control the secrets of the Mirror Ocean. I found the Althea adrift, its hull breached, most of the crew lost. But Dr. Thorne was alive, barely. He'd activated a containment field around a crystalline structure they'd recovered from the nebula's edge, a structure that pulsed with an otherworldly energy. He claimed it was its seed, a key to unlocking the gateway. Using the drifter's engineering bay, I stabilized the seed, preparing it for activation. But as the seed began to resonate, Novitech arrived, a squadron of heavily armed cruisers. They demanded I surrender the seed. I refused. In a desperate gamble, I initiated the activation sequence. The seed unleashed a wave of energy, creating a shimmering portal, a tear in spacetime. The portal wasn't stable. It flickered, threatened to collapse. The cruisers opened fire, trying to destroy the seed, to close the gateway. I steered the drifter into the portal, hoping to reach somewhere, anywhere, before it was too late. It felt like falling, like dissolving. I had achieved my goal, opened the gateway, but the cost was terrifyingly uncertain. I emerged, not where I expected. Not a different star system, not a parallel universe. But within the Mirror Ocean itself. It wasn't a place of stars and gas, but of reflections. Endless reflections of everything that was, is, and could be. The drifter was intact, but adrift in a sea of possibilities. The Novitech cruisers weren't following. The portal had closed behind me. I quickly realized the seed hadn't just opened a gateway, it had shifted me, my ship, into another dimension. A dimension where thoughts manifested as reality. Where the past, present, and future blurred. But this power came with a price. The seed was draining the drifter's energy, slowly dissolving the ship into the fabric of the ocean. I could feel my own memories fracturing, my identity dissolving. This wasn't a triumph. It was a gilded cage. I had to find a way to stabilize the seed, to anchor myself to reality, before I lost everything. Before I became just another reflection in the endless sea. Using my knowledge of the drifter's systems, and guided by fractured echoes of my grandfather's research, I managed to reverse the seed's polarity. Instead of dissolving reality, it began to reconstruct it, drawing energy from the ocean itself. The drifter solidified, my memories returned, sharpened with a newfound clarity. I discovered the mirror ocean wasn't just a gateway, but a library of infinite possibilities, a repository of all potential futures. And Novatech, they hadn't wanted to control the ocean, they'd feared it. They'd wanted to destroy the possibility of a future they couldn't control. I used the ocean's energy to send a message, not to anyone in particular, but to everyone. A beacon of hope, a promise of infinite potential. Then, I steered the drifter back towards the remnants of the portal, leaving the ocean behind. I didn't return to the same universe, but to one subtly altered, brimming with new possibilities. I'm still Vesper Void, still Asteroid. But I'm no longer just a pilot. I'm a guardian of possibilities, a whisper of hope in a universe that desperately needs it. And sometimes, when I look up at the stars, I can still see the reflection of the mirror ocean, shimmering just beyond reach.